Hey, and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. Today we've got some news. You excited?
Yeah, always.
Good.
So we're starting off with some very sad news covered by the BBC, which is the tragic story of 9 climbers who were killed at a base camp in Nepal. The climbers died at the base camp of Mount Gurrier at a height of 3,500 metres. The details of exactly what happened is still being discovered, but it seems like a huge storm rolled in and a serac collapsed high up on the mountain. The climbers were found with broken bones and head wounds. Mount Gurrier is remote and rarely climbed, with only 30 summits to its name. The group were all experienced mountaineers. So super sad news, and it just seems like a completely freak accident. I think the storm rolled in, had unsettled conditions over the mountains, and that tragedy happened. So awful to hear that, and the details are still emerging, so we'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Okay, next up we've got news of a 9A plus ascent in Switzerland. Former bouldering champion Cédric Lachat has made the first repeat of Permin Berthel's L'Ascent du Roi Lézard, a 9A plus at Janseg in the Gas-Lausen Massif in Switzerland. Berthel originally graded the route 9B, but later downgraded his own route when Lachat found some new beta when working it. The sheet of limestone, mostly developed by Berthel, is at a whopping 1,800 metres, which makes this ascent even more impressive.
He climbs in Chamonix. I see him all the time.
Cedric.
Yeah, he's in the EMHM gym wall.
He called you roast beef, didn't he?
He did call me roast beef. He was quite rude in French, but I understood. But every time I see him, he's like, last time I seen him, he was in a crutch and he had a broken arm thing.
Yeah.
So he somehow got from being completely destroyed to climbing 9A+, so that's well good.
Do you reckon he's just trying to get out of training people so that he can train for his project?
Possibly. He hasn't offered to train me, which is weird. I don't know why.
Anyway, that is quite a super impressive route. Not to be confused with Permin Berthel's other 9B route, which got downgraded to 9A+. Anyway, less said about that, the better. But what you got?
We have got competition news. So the British Speed and Lead Climbing Championships took place a couple of weeks ago in Ratho Climbing Wall, which is incredible, in Edinburgh. We thought we'd give you a bit of an update of the senior results. So for the men, Will Bosey took the win in the lead, continuing his run of good form. And for the women, Molly Thompson-Smith returned from injury to claim her first win of the season. In the speed comp, Will Bosey made it the double for the men, cementing himself as a bit of a speed climbing expert. And Jen Woods took the win for the women. So kind of cool to see the best of the British climbers competing. You ever been to Ratho? I've never been.
I've never been.
No.
I want to go though.
I want to do a gym tour there. It looks mega.
Well, I was going to say, if the guys from Ratho are watching, hook us up.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll definitely come and do a gym tour.
First class flights only.
My parents live just north of there, so maybe next time we go home.
That's cool.
Maybe I should
invite me around for Christmas dinner and we could
go and do a gym tour on Christmas. A Boxing Day gym tour.
It'd be great.
Next up, we've got news of a Canadian ascent, which caught my eye for the dedication, I think is the word it took to do it. Vicky Weldon has sent her 3-year project, Spirit of the West, 514A, 8B+, in Squamish, Canada. The former Canadian bouldering champion said, 3 years of obsession, progress, failure, doubt, and hope all came to a head today. The wind blew, the rope was sticky, and the crew was all time. Congrats to Vicky. 3 years on any route is hard enough, let alone an 8B+, 514A. If I told you a route, like off the top of my head, could you translate it straight away into the American grades?
No, and please don't ask me to.
8C+.
So in other news, no, I can't. I honestly can't do it that quick.
514C? 514C. 8C+. 514C. Only reason I can do that is I just did it to that.
In a seamless link
really boring,
with 8C.
Yeah.
8C. Well, 8. Anyway, Mina Leslie-Wujastyk has climbed her project at Malham called Raining Bats and Dogs. Mina decided to dedicate some time at Malham by moving up there for a few weeks from Sheffield. Her sport climbing form is getting better and better, and after weeks of falling off the same move, she finally made a breakthrough.
How have we got footage of that?
Because, in complete coincidence, I was at Malham doing like a mini project with some Arc'teryx athletes, and she was working raining bats and dogs. And it's a cool route. So it starts with this quite low down boulder problem that she was nailing, and then it has this sustained traverse section, and then this move, this big reachy right move that she just kept falling off. But yeah, the footage you've seen or you are seeing, that's from up on the wall in Malham, and that film is going to be coming soon to EpicTV. So I'm psyched for that, and you should be too, because it's cool.
Nice. I was talking about climbing grades before. I forgot to mention that we did like a whole video on climbing grades. It's linked up there above his head.
Is it?
Yep.
You want me to do a card YouTube?
We're going to do a YouTube card up there.
So much more difficult than just...
No, it's not.
I got to do that. Fine.
All right, next up, we got the Champions Challenge from Italy, where two of the best climbers in the world did a challenge. Last weekend saw the Champions Challenge take place in Arco with two of the best climbers in the world, Adam Ondra and Stefano Ghisolfi. This was an event that looked to push the athletes to their extremes, but also to be able to impart their knowledge on the general public that had come to watch. There were work sessions in the climbing gym in the morning, and in the afternoon, the main event where Adam and Stefano would try the first ascent and on-site of a route called Alcatraz on the famous Missoni Crag. After which they would try an on-site of Armageddon, an 8C/plus route and one of the longest routes at the crag. On the first route, Adam fell on one of the last moves and Stefano broke a hold at the beginning of the hard part. And on Armageddon, both fell just below the anchors. So, Champions Challenge. Sorry, I just interrupted you.
No, it was good. I was going to ask you, with two of the greatest climbers in the world, at one of the hardest crags in the world, I presume the 9B counter is going to be pretty lit this week. Number one.
When did you start using the word lit?
It's because I'm down with the kids.
Which kids?
All kids.
All right.
Not in a... first of all, the person who commented about the Sellotape on the 9B counter, they were implying that we aren't looking after the 9B counter.
Well, this bit here that you broke off because you put a coffee mug in it a couple of weeks ago.
No, but there was a Sellotape and it is now broken, and you've got a point. We should probably fix it, but maybe it's part of the 9B counter charm that it's a little bit broken.
I don't think so. I think we should replace...
You want me to fix it?
Replenish.
Okay, next week this is going to be jazzed up.
With orange gaff tape.
Yeah. But no one did 9B, did they?
There wasn't. They didn't even try a 9B at Missoni. Is there a 9B at Missoni?
I don't know. Yes. So there is a brilliant video on the EpicTV website that's doing fantastic work called Instance with Andrea Zanone, where he tries to climb a stunning looking 9A. We've been putting it out for the last couple of weeks, so here's another teaser of that, and if you haven't seen it, go click now and see it. Go.
Andrea Zanone, ho 25 anni e lavoro come tracciatore e istruttore in una palestra di Milano che si chiama Rockspot.
An amazing bit of climbing there from Andrea Zanoni, but also an amazing bit of filming from Marco, who's his brother.
Brothers?
They're brothers. And I've got a question for you. Can you name any other famous brother?
You keep giving me these questions today that you know I don't know the answer to.
Come on, there's got to be some siblings
What, climbing
out there.
brothers?
Yeah.
Well,
I got one.
Go on.
No, you go.
No, I was going to say I climb and my brother's climbed twice.
Okay. The Malham brothers.
Oh, Bassa and Mikkel.
Bassa and Mikkel. That's it.
Yeah. They are very cool.
They're very cool. Any others?
Well, brothers, sisters, Hannah Schubert, Jakob Schubert.
Very good.
Stefano Ghisolfi, Claudia Ghisolfi.
Very good. Any other brothers? Come on, there's got to be some more brothers. Oh, those German guys.
Huber brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We got it.
Yeah.
Any others? Comment below. Let us know what you think. Think or no?
No.
Knowledge.
Think, no, whoever.
Knowledge is power.
Shop stuff. Well, we have a competition. We're doing the competition today?
Let's do a competition.
We're having a competition in a sec. But first, Halloween outlet store thing. It's Halloween coming, and because of that, we've launched a special discount outlet store on the EpicTV shop. It's got lots of scary pictures. There's amazing discounts to be found. Do check that out if you want to bargain, because there are bargains to be had.
Did you get your costume ready for the launch of the Halloween thing?
Yup.
Or are you going to do it next week instead?
I'm going to do it next week. I think I might be on holiday next week, but I'm going to do it next
really?
week. Yeah.
So I've got to do it by myself then?
We'll see. We'll see if we can jangle something
Rubbish.
up. I'm going to get the competition. Wait.
In other news, I filmed with Rolando Larcher at the weekend. I might as well tell you, because Matt's doing this. Yeah, it was really good. Very good.
This is a signed Adam Ondra poster saying, "Don't be afraid to shout out of joy."
To shout out? To shout out of joy.
To shout out of joy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Don't
Adam
be
Ondra.
afraid to shout out of joy sometimes.
He signed this in Innsbruck for us, and all you need to do to win this amazingly beautiful poster with his signature, and touched by myself and Hugo Pilcher. Look at that.
Look at his signature.
It's great, isn't it? It's really good. There is an Instagram competition, so go onto our Instagram. There's a link in the description below.
That is definitely his signature, by the way.
That
and
is him.
If you watch that Instagram live, the thing is though, because if you look at it closely, you could argue that that's just a bunch of squiggles, but actually he did sign that. And if anybody else has got a signed poster of Adam Ondra, they'll know that that's his signature.
He's a squiggler.
He's a squiggler.
So all you need to do is go onto Instagram, where there's a picture of this poster on Instagram, and all we need to do is comment below.
You have to follow us first.
Yeah, follow us.
We know if you follow us.
How do we know?
We do, we know. You can go on the list of people that follow us.
We're going to check it.
And we'll check you out.
Yeah.
But you got to follow us.
So follow us, and then all you need to do, so we know Adam Ondra pushes the boundaries, right? He pushes the boundaries of climbing, and we want to know your personal boundary pushing. Obviously, it doesn't have to be climbing 9C, but where's that moment where you came up against a climbing boundary and you got through it? Where was your moment?
Oh, God.
Do you have
yeah, there's a route next to my crag, on my crag at home, where I had to do some serious projecting and training that I'd never really had to do before, and I managed to do it.
Nice.
I'm not going to tell you what the grade is, but let's just say it was not very hard.
There you go. So all you need to do is write that story beneath our Instagram post. We'll pick the most inspiring, best, coolest, funniest, whatever story, and you could win this Adam Ondra poster. It's a heck of a prize.
What about your boundaries?
I can't talk about my boundary because we might be doing a film about it, which we haven't done yet.
Why not?
We just haven't done it.
We haven't done it.
Well, maybe something's been done, but I can't talk about it. It's really annoying. Anyway, so comment below that for this thing to win the job. It's pretty cool. That's it.
That is it. Yes. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm starting a bit of my holiday, so I'm excited.
When do you go on holiday?
Well, I'm going to Alberthine to go bouldering, and I'm ultra uber psyched.
Is anybody else going to Alberthine?
Hit me up.
Yeah. Let them know. Somebody's coming down the stairs. We better finish this fast.
Bye.
I'll see you next week. He won't.
Bye.
Bye.